From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, October 30th, 2025.
Hi, I'm Arpan Lobo. I cover politics and state government for the Detroit Free Press. Michigan lawmakers are debating measures aimed at making sure residents across the state are able to afford their water bills and keep the taps running. Senate Bills 248 through 256 were heard in committee on Tuesday, October 28th. The legislation would create a statewide water affordability fund that water providers could access to make up the gap for late monthly payments. To pay for the fund, a monthly fee of $1.25 would be assessed on water bills in Michigan. That fee would go up by a quarter each year until 2030, when it would be tied to inflation. The fee would be capped at $3 max. Senator Stephanie Chang, a Detroit Democrat who is leading introduction of these bills, noted a similar monthly fee was established last year for heating costs through the Michigan Energy Assistance Program. In the first 18 months of the Water Affordability Fund, the fee would raise an estimated $71 million, according to a nonpartisan analysis. Now, proponents of the legislation note the money collected would be dispersed to providers in the same region of the state it's collected from. Senator John DeMoose, a Harbor Springs Republican, said the legislation was crafted that way to ensure adequate coverage throughout the state. Water access and affordability has been a growing issue in Michigan. One Lansing-based consulting group said there are currently more than 370,000 households in the state struggling with water affordability. The bills remain in committee, but could be advanced to the full Senate floor as soon as next week. The bills would have to pass both the Senate and the House before they could be signed into law.
I'm Adrienne Roberts, reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Michigan's $3 billion recreational marijuana market, one of the nation's largest, is on the verge of its biggest shakeup yet. A new 24% wholesale tax set to take effect next year, along with proposals at the state level to cap licenses, temporarily stop a marijuana business from operating if public health is at risk, and crack down on intoxicating hemp products, could upend an industry defined by low taxes and open competition. Now, the measures aren't final. The tax faces a court challenge, and the legislation is still being debated in state House and Senate committees, but together they signal the first major shift since recreational cannabis sales began 6 years ago. And if implemented, the measures would reshape a market known for its low prices.
This is Becky San Martin, childcare and early childhood reporter for the Detroit Free Press. 9 out of Michigan's 48 Head Start providers expecting federal funds on November 1st are at risk of having to go without these funds if the federal government's shutdown rolls into next month, according to Executive Director for the Michigan Head Start Association, Robin Bozek. This could impact nearly 3,000 young kids across Michigan who are served through these programs. Head Start is a federal program providing free childcare and early education to kids living in poverty. While some of the 9 programs have said that they are proactively finding ways to temporarily extend their programs through non-federal funding sources, others say they don't have that option and will be forced to close their doors after November 1st if grants aren't dispersed. Head Start providers say they're worried about how program closures would impact low-income families who will also be losing other services like SNAP benefits come November as a result of the shutdown. Families are at risk of losing not only free, high-quality childcare that allows them to work, but also a variety of other services the program offers, both in and out of care, like early intervention services for kids with autism, free meals, job search help, mental health counseling, and connecting families to healthcare. To learn more about what the federal government shutdown will mean for Head Start families and providers across Michigan, visit freep.com.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.